Nichalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namah. Is the sukha in the deep sleep state is on account of the multi sadhanas or the means like bed, etc. And therefore it is Vishaya Sukha and not the Sukha pertaining to Atma as claimed by Vedanta. That is what the Purvapaksha says. To him that will be asked, are you speaking of the Sukha before going to sleep or after going to sleep? Sadhana Janya Sukha that you are talking means born of the bed, etc. Is it before going to sleep or after going to sleep? If you say that the Sukha, Ananda one gains on account of cozy beds, etc. Before going to sleep, agreed. That is true. That is agreed. It is equally so. But after going to sleep, whatever Sukha that is experienced is not on account of sadhana. Why? Because the person who is asleep doesn't know, is not aware of all these paraphernalias around. So, non-abhava of the sadhanas like Mrushaya, etc. is there, and therefore you can't say when it goes to sleep, whatever sukha that is enjoyed is on account of this bed, etc. So the question comes, maybe that the Nidra Sukha or Supti Sukha is not born of sadhanas like Mrudushayadi. But if in deep sleep state there is Sukha, Ananda, it should be experienced like any other Vishaya Sukha. We do experience different types of joys on account of the sense objects. Like that, this deep sleep state, Sukha, Ananda also should be experienced by one and all like any other Vishaya Sukha, but we find that we don't experience it to be so. What is the reason for that? The reason for this is at that time, the one who undergoes experience himself has not resolved in the Ananda itself. There is no entity separately available as the Anubhavita. The experiencer is not available in the deep sleep state. He has resolved himself in the Ananda of the deep sleep state. So, like this. Tika if you have got. Manu Nidrayam Ajanyam Sukham Yadyasti. The Purvapaksha says the content is, if in deep state Ajanyam Sukham Yadyasti. Ajanyam means the Sukha that is not born of the sadhana samagris like the Mrudushaya, etc. Soft bed, etc. means on account of the soft bed, etc. Whatever joy is born is not, if that is not the thing. Nidrayam Ajanyam Sukhamati means that which is not born, Swarupa Sukha. The Sukha which is the very nature of oneself, if that is there in the deep sleep state, tarhi in that case, tad Vishaya Sukhavat kutaha na anubhuyate. Tat means tat Nidra Sukham. That Nidra Sukha, like Vishayavat, Vishaya Sukhavat, like the happiness on account of any sense object, kutaha tasmat karanat, on account of what reason is it not experienced? Ashankya. So, doubting like this, to answer to this doubt, he says, Anubhavituhu tada tasmin nimagnatvat. Tada suktau. At the time of sleep, Anubhavituhu tasmin nimagnatvat. Because this Anubhavita, the experiencer of the sleep, who is the experiencer? The Jiva, the individual. Ahankara you call Jiva, the individual. That Jiva, the individual experiencer, tada, at the time of sleep, Tasmin, in that Nirasukha, see, Nimagnatva, because he is immersed, he is resolved in that, therefore, na Vishaya Sukhavat tadanubhavaha. So, that experience of sleep, Sukha of the sleep, is not like the experience of the Vishaya Sukha. Iti abhiprayena. So, with this in mind, says aha skheti, second line gives the answer. Adau, the second line of the stanga. Adau sukhabhimukhadihi Paschat pare sukhe majje. What happens is like this. Adav means this individual jiva. Adav means in the beginning. Beginning means before going to sleep. Before going to sleep, that is nidrayaha purvasmin kale. Adav. Before going to sleep, jiva, this jiva, the individual, what happens to him? Sukharmukhi bhavati. You can add that. First, this happens. This jiva becomes sukhabhimukadihi, means his buddhi, his buddhi is directed towards the sukha. Why? Because he has got cozy bed and fan is revolving, mosquitoes are not there, everything is fine, conducive for sleep. So that all these conditions are there, and therefore that dukkha apanayana goes, that means whatever the sorrow he had, that is gone now, and he is at ease. He is at ease, and therefore the dhi means buddhi, what was on account of shayadijanya sukhabhimukha dhi buddhi yasya. Actually, sukhabhimukha dhihi bhavari, bahuri samasa, the name of the person. He becomes the one whose dhihi, whose buddhi antakara vritti is directed towards the sukha. That way. That is what compound is resolved like this. Shayadijanya sukhabhimukha dhihi buddhi yasya saha tatha vidha bhavati. The one whose dhihi, buddhi means antakarana vritti, on account of the sukha born of bed, etc., is, that means like this one who has got the buddhi, that person is called as sukhabhimukadihi bhavari bhati. Means, in other words, his intellect is face to face with sukha ananda. Of course, begin with on account of the vishaya of the bed, etc. Okay. Then what happens? Paschat, afterwards, pare sukhe majje, in the parasukha. Paschat means when? While in sleep. Nidra kale, during the sleep. So during the sleep, paschat means thereafter. Thereafter means during the sleep. Pare sukhe, what is that parasukha? Utrishta sukha. The unsurpassing sukha means the sukha that is the real nature of Atma, oneself. So pare utkrishte sukhe swaswarupe, in that swarupa Atma, what happens? Majje. Majje means he merges vilino bhai. Who merges? The jiva whose buddhi was directed towards the sukha before going to sleep because of the conducive, that means arrangement that he had made to sleep, and thereafterward he himself gets resolved in the ananda, that is one's own real nature, Atma Sukha. This is what happens. Meaning, in other words, these three are resolved. What are those? Anubhavita jivaha, the jiva who is the experiencer. Anubhava rupopadhivritti, anubhava rupadhivritti. The dhivritti, the antakarana vritti, which is in the form of anubhava, the experience of sleep. Anubhava rupadhivritti. This is the second one. Third one is anubhavya sukha vritti. That vritti which gives the experience of the sukha. So these three, what happens? All are vilina. They are resolved. In other words, what it means is the triputi is resolved. What is triputi? Experiencer, experienced, and the experience. This experiencing. So these triputi, these trayo, they are resolved. Therefore, you are not able to experience the deep sleep state as a present fact of experience, as an experience of any vishayas. Bharata thought, I think these fellows have not understood. Therefore he says, let me explain the same thing which he has told in nutshell in terms of three further stanzas. What the second line of this particular tada is elaborating in terms of further three stanzas. Like, action replay. You know what is action replay? I don't know. When the cricket match is going on and somebody is caught or somebody is bowled or somebody hits a sixer, then what they have done? Those who relay the But this means that play, what they say, now action replay. The same action is presented, telecast with a slow motion. The ball comes like slow, like this. The bat you what? like this you lift, and then what? It goes there, and as if the ball is about to come and fall in the hand of the other fellow, it comes and what? that is what action replay. So, same this thing is in slow motion, it is presented to make one understand how exactly it did take place. So, Bharati Tirtha is giving you the action replay, do you know of what? Of your sleep, which you are undergoing every day and you don't know. Not only undergoing the deep sleep every day, in the class also you sleep. Morning I saw somebody closing the eyes, perhaps thinking that before he concludes or his analysis of Brahmanda, let me catch it right now here. I saw someone doing it. So why undergo all this jargon of analysis, etc., all these things? Let me catch before Bharati Tirtha present the Susupti Sukha and tells you the Brahmanda. So like that, your sleep, you don't know how it takes place. Now he is presenting in the action replay. That is the genius of Panchadashikara. Not only that, this shows, this is what this Sampradaya methodology of teaching is. Look, Shruti says this is the truth. But how exactly is it? See, how, that means how they analyze and present based on Yukti and Anubhava. Some Western critics, they criticize the Vedas as the blabbering of humanity at its childhood, and their blind followers, Indian counterparts, also nod the head and say the same thing. They should go through all these things. It is the highest knowledge that is ever possible on this globe. Not only on this globe, entire creation in the cosmos, up to Brahmaloka also. There is no higher standard, higher loka than Brahmaloka. Don't think Brahmaloka there is different higher knowledge, etc. Same knowledge. Same knowledge. But if you go there, you will get stuck up. Do you know why? You will have to wait till Brahmaji what? dissolve the entire creation until that moksha nahi milega. Because it will be Krama Mukti. And there, every day you will have to attend Vedanta class. Don't think that you will escape from Vedanta class. Every day, only difference is Brahmaji will teach you, and duration will be not ordinary duration. Kalpa duration, my God. Therefore, finish the game here only, okay? don't reserve for Brahmaloka, etc. So, finish the game here within a short span and say goodbye. So, that way, so now, this is what the Sampradaya, this is what the methodology of teaching of Vedanta. So thorough, so precise, and you may also find out, look, after all, what he is arriving at is the Sukha in the deep sleep state, is it not? All this analysis for what? To establish the Sukha Swarupa of the deep sleep state, which is a matter of common experience. Why does he not say that? Don't think he has forgotten, he has reserved it. He has told us based on Shruti that in the deep sleep state there is no dukkha, and made as yukti the statement vyapti that wherever there is no dukkha, there should be sukha. And also he has quoted the universal experience to point out that in deep sleep state there is no dukkha. Now, based on yukti and analysis, he is presenting the sukha swarupa of the deep sleep state. Then, with the help of yukti, then he will give the Shruti also to show that in deep sleep state there is sukha, means the very nature of deep sleep state is sukha, it is sukha swarupa. Then at the end he comes and tells, it is a matter of common experience, that everyone knows, sukham aham aswapsam na kinchana avedisham, that The experience of the sukha and the ignorance is a matter of common experience by on the one hand or so Shruti, Yukti and at times it may appear why he has to go round and round and round and round, and it's an obvious thing that you see everyone sleeps and everyone knows that in sleep there is no sorrow and there is happiness. But if there is a guy, someone like generally you know or not that in sleep you are there or not. I am there in sleep, everyone knows. But there may be Mahabhaga. How do you say that I am there in sleep? The fellow has to be convinced and made to think properly and prove that it should be proved to him that yes, I do exist because you are able to recollect. The one who had gone to sleep yesterday, thank God, morning he got up, and it is me, the one and the same entity who had gone to sleep, morning I am waking up. Like that, it means to cater to that means the doubts of all the types of people, so that how they can be uplifted and made to gain this knowledge. That is the way, that means out of compassion only, the author or the teacher so gives this different way of analysis. Okay. So now, whatever that here, that is why it is not experienced as like Vishaya Sukha, for which whatever answer he had given, so same thing is elaborated in these three stanzas. जागृत व्यावृत्ति भिश्रांतो विश्रम्याथ विरोधिनी अपनीते स्वस्थचित्तोऽनुभवेद् विषये सुखम अपनीते स्वस्थचित्तोऽनुभवेद् विषये सुखम जागृत व्यावृत्तिभिः श्रान्तः विश्रम्य अथ विरोधिनी अपनीते स्वस्थचित्तः विषये सुखम अनुभवेत् स्वस्थचित्तः विषये सुखम अनुभवेत् जागृत व्यावृत्तिभिः श्रान्तः. This individual jiva who is shrantaha, who is tired. On account of what is he tired? Why did he get the news? Why did he got this tiresomeness? He says shrantaha because jagrat vyavrittibhi. Jagrat vyavritti means by all the activities that he had taken to in the waking state. Jagradavasthayam, jagranavasthayam, kriyamanaihi, vyapara visheshaihi. By different types of activities he had taken to in the waking state. So by that he got tired now. Is it not? From the time one gets up from in the morning until he goes to bed, he is busy in doing this and that. Okay, by all these activities, this individual who has got exhausted, who got tired, so and thereby Shantaha, one who is exhausted or tired, Vishramya. Vishramya means so reposing, like lie down on a soft bed, etc. Means taking rest. Rest means this is to sleep, okay? Not ordinary rest. Now he is sleeping now. For sleeping down, he is lying down on the bed. So Vishramya means Mrudushayadau Shayanam Krutva, lying down on a soft bed, etc. Soft bed, etc. means it can be hard bed also. Okay, that's why I said Adau. So therefore, and whatever that is required. So Krutva. Then what happens? Atha. Thereafterwards, Virodhini Apaniti. When the Virodhi is removed, what is the Virodhini? The Dukkha. The Dukkha which is opposed to Sukha. And what that Dukkha? Dukkha born of all his activities during the waking state. Need not be daytime. Need not be daytime only means waking state. It can be night time also. Waking state, that is important, because the fellow may go to bed at 1 o'clock in the night. And you say what? And what will happen to the activities that are after sunset? So not that way. during the waking state, or the fellow may sleep at 5 o'clock itself. So, therefore, during the waking state. So, during the waking state, on account of all these vyapara that he has taken to, whatever the dukkha, that means the tiresomeness was there. That means that exhaustion that was there, apanite sati, when it is removed, nivarite sati, when it is eliminated by lying down on the bed for some time, then what happens? Swastha chittaha, add sun. Swastha chittaha sun. He becomes a person whose mind is composed, or he is at ease now. High, no? Relaxed. So therefore, he is at ease. Being at ease, or he being composed, swastha chitta, the mind being composed or at ease. Vishaye sukham anubhavi. He experienced the sukha. What sukha? Vishaye bhavam sukham. Vishaye means in the sense object. What is the sense object? Shayyadau. In the bed, soft bed, etc. Whatever that is, that sukha that is there in the bed, etc. What does he do? Anubhavi. He experiences. First stage. Okay. This person was tired, has come down, now lying on the bed to sleep, relaxed, and he is experiencing slow action, okay? No, action replay it is. All this, you will not do this thing. Oh, today when you sleep, what will happen? Before you could think, I think you may be snoring like Kumbhakarna. So that is okay. But slowly the process is defected now. So this is what that happens. First stage. Okay. Anubhavi, fine. Then what happens? Now the question arises, what is that Vishaya Sukha? Vishaya Sukha, born of the Mrudushaya, etc. What exactly is it? So how exactly you are going to define, or not define? How are you going to describe that Sukha? See, that Vishaya Sukha, what is its nature? How can you describe that? I would like to know it. If that is the case, see, first he describes that Vishaya Sukha. Which Vishaya Sukha? Here with reference to Mrudushaya, etc. Then he points out that even there he is not happy. See, when will it happen? When you are in sorrow, you would like to have some comfort. When you get that comfort for a certain period of time, what happens? You are not content with that particular comfort. You want better one. Better and more. Is it not? More intense. Is it not? So like that, when he was tired, he laid down himself on the bed, and that means the tiresomeness had gone, and sukha of the Vishya, that was bed, etc. was there. But there also he finds that all is not well with him. What happens? Then what happens? That is told. The first, what is Vishaya Sukha? Then, see, he means some exertion or effort is there in experiencing even that Vishaya Sukha. Therefore, he wants to get rid of this exertion or shrama or efforts totally and be one with Sukha itself. That is what he wants to be. आत्माभिमुखधीवृत्तौ स्वानन्दः प्रतिबिम्बति अनुभूयैनमत्रापि त्रिपुट्या श्रान्तिमाप्नुयात् आत्माभिमुखधीवृत्तौ स्वानन्दः प्रतिबिम्बति अत्रापि एनम अनुभूय एनम अनुभूय एनम अन्वय अत्रापि एनम अनुभूय त्रिपुट्या शांतिम आप्नुयात् त्रिपुट्या शांतिम आप्नुयात्. So first we have seen what had happened in the waking state activities. So he is exhausted. And there he has also acquired enough sorrows. Not only just exertion or tiresomeness, but he has picked up, of course, some joys also he might have got, but enough sorrows also he has picked up. Why? He was trying to get this and that, many desires were not fulfilled. That is what happened. Sorrow. So he has picked up enough sorrows also. Maybe some joys also were there, depending on that means he is karma phala. Okay. So now, means by those things which he could not procure during the waking state, still he was hankering for them, aspiring for them, thereby having experienced the sorrow in the waking state, and besides the exertion and the fatigue that he had undergone. So then what happens? When he lies down on the bed, and this happens. Atma bhimukhadhi vrittau. In that, the vritti, which is now Atma bhimukhadhi vritti, means that buddhi vritti is withdrawn towards oneself because of elimination of sorrow that he had picked up, or the tiresomeness, and now because of bed, kosi bed, etc. Now his buddhi has that buddhi vritti has become atma bhimukha, means that buddhi vritti has become antarmukha. It is no more extrovert, it has become inward now, introvert. Is it not? When you sleep, when a person sleeps, so long as the mind or the buddhi is extrovert, he will not be able to. That is why some problem is there, and the fellow is thinking hypertension, this and that, etc. What happens? Even though he is lying on the bed, the mind is working very fast. The person is not able to sleep. Then you have to take what? Compose. some sedatives you have to take. Why? Perforce. That means reduce this function of the mind. Actually, they say that is not proper relaxation. The modern medical science says these sedatives, etc., they may suppress the function, but the real, that means the relaxation or the freshness one can gain on account of real sleep, you can't get on account of the sedatives. But the fellow can't otherwise survive, therefore he has to take all this. Okay. Now, yes, Atma bhimukhadhi vrittau. In the vritti, after sleeping, etc., which has become towards, that means which has got directed towards Atma, means which has become introvert. What happens there is, in that vritti, swanandaha pratibimbati. The ananda, which is swarupa bhuta, one's own real nature. Like when you see your face in the mirror, what you say is that means reflection of your face. Like that, in that vritti, which is quiet, which is to an which has become quiet and composed, in that the Atma Sukha that is reflected there. Actually, any Sukha, Vishaya Sukha, what does it mean? When a desire is fulfilled, a person is happy. When a person indulges in the sense object, provided the sense object gives him the happiness, whatever that is. What do you mean by the happiness? Earlier the mind was not at ease, not unrested, but not at ease. I want that, I want that, I want that. He got it, and what happens? Abba, I got it. And Abba, I got it means what happened? To some degree, there is a quietude, means that unease of the mind is no more. The mind is at ease means the mind is at rest. Some quietude. In that vritti, which is not that much vikshipta, what happens is the swarupa bhuta ananda gets reflected, but the person thinks that I get this ananda on account of what? Vishaya. Like the dog biting the bone. The fellow's tongue gets ulcerated and the blood is coming, and it tastes saline. The person thinks that it is from the bone. It actually from its own tongue. Like that. So we think that it is from the Vishaya, but it is Swarupa Bhutananda reflected in that particular type of vritti. vritti. See, Svanandaha Pratibimbati. In that vritti, Svanandaha Pratibimbati. This is actually Vishayananda. Ananda, that is obtained on account of a particular sense object. Here, what is that Vishaya? Mridushaya, etc. We are analyzing the sleeping process. So, therefore, the Mridushaya means the bed, etc. This is Vishayananda. Though it is Swarupa Bhutananda, but reflected in that particular vritti. That is caused by the occasioned by the particular Vishaya. This is Vishayananda. Okay, then you should be happy, is it not? That no. Atrapi. Atrapi means even in that state, even in the state of experiencing this particular Vishaya Sukha of Mridushaya, etc. So in that state, Atrapi. Enam Anubhuya. Enam this, what is that? This Vishayanandam on account of bed, etc. Anubhuya, experienced, having experienced. So Anubhuya, what happens? Triputya Shantimapnuya, not Shantim, Shantimapnuya. Triputya. Triputya means by Triputi. What is Triputi? I, Anubhavita, experiencer, is experiencing this particular Sukha. So that division is there. So I am experiencing this particular Vishaya Sukha. All he may not know and he may not spell out. This is only a analysis of the process that takes place. Okay? That is what is elaborated. So, Triputya, by the Triputi. What is the Triputi? Anubhavita, Anubhava, and Anubhavya. Anubhavita, the experiencer. Anubhava, the experience. And Anubhavya, whatever that is, experience. In the Vishya, by the Triputya, Shramam Prapnuya. He experiences shrama, fatigue, or something. As if no, you have to maintain a certain balance. Means you should be on the tip of the toe. And it's, if you don't do, it appears as though it is slipping off from your hand. As if, like, so he has to, that means, go on experiencing. Okay, then what happens? Anybody would like to have some fatigue, etc.? Suppose choice is in two ways. Some joy with great exertion. Same joy or better joy without any exertion. Which one will you opt? Without exertion. And more. Is it not? Everyone wants shortcut. So therefore, if that is the case, here is something, now he has got fatigue, tiredness, and I can about Triputi is there. I experiencing this. So then what happens? This is what happens. Tachramasyapanutyartham jivo dhavet paratmani. Tenaikyam prapya tatratyo brahmananda swayam bhavet. Tachramasya apanutyartham jivaha paratmani dhavet. Jivaha paratmani dhavet. Tena aikyam prapya स्वयं तत्रत्यः ब्रह्मानन्दः भवेत्. स्वयं तत्रत्यः ब्रह्मानन्दः भवेत्. See, whenever there is fatigue, etc., what do? We try to get rid of it. But how do you try to get rid of it? Where there will not be any further fatigue, and where there is the opportunity of relaxation, is it not? It's quite, is there? It means understood by everyone, it is quite common. Now, this person, see, remember the process. From where did he start? To begin with, Jagrat Vyapara. From the activities during the waking state. Why did he not continue the Jagrat Vyapara? got enough blows, number one. In the process, got tired and fatigued. The capacity maximum, the capacity of the means to the maximum limit to which he can work is already over. And now he is tired also. So therefore, he can no longer continue in the Jagrat Vyapara. That will be kept in mind. And therefore now he wants to, for which he is lying down on the bed. And whatever the dukkha was there, his nivarana takes place. It is dispelled off. And now, because of the lying down, etc., some sukha is born off the bed, that Vishaya sukha, the bed, etc., he has got it. In that, again, he finds further, compared to the earlier sorrows, now he is at more ease, he is composed. But in that composure also, he is not totally happy, because still there is some, that means unease is there, that I, so what, that means being happy, etc., some unease is there. That also he wants to get rid of. Now to get rid of this fatigue or exertion, even in that particular Vishaya Sukha, can he revert back to the earlier state of Jagrata Vyapara? No, because he knows there it is more. So now what is the alternative left out? Find out a place wherein even this exertion will go. Automatically that is the state where. What state it can be? A state wherein even this exertion is not there. Triputi is not there. What is that state? Deep state where the Triputi, the Dvaya, Dvaita is not. Of course, this is the analysis, okay? You may ask, Swamiji, a person who has not studied 11th chapter of Panchadasi, how will he sleep? He doesn't know all this thing. He doesn't know all these things. How does he sleep? It is just like, Subandha and Tiganta. Those who don't know Pani Sutras, how will they know all this? Rama, etc. They don't know there is so-called Pani Sutras at all. How will they know? They know everything. They have a practical knowledge without these sutras. So like that, you need not study this process. How one goes to sleep, it automatically takes place. But we are analyzing this process of sleep to arrive at Brahmananda. That's why it's given. This is not a training to make you sleep, okay? Or how one can sleep. No problem will come. You see, sleep doesn't start after joining ashram and studying Vedanta. From the birth itself, a child always sleeps only. So then you will say, why all this waste of time? Even a child can sleep without all this. This is not to make you sleep, okay? So this is only analyzing our experience of sleep to arrive at Brahmananda by first discovering the Swarupa of sleep is Sukha. So therefore there is a right doing, action replay. So slow this thing, that means slowly the process is dissected. Therefore say, okay. So what he does now? He can't, look here, yes, he can't go back to Jagrut Vyapara. But this is what takes place. What exactly takes place? That is now elaborate. Tat shramasyapanutyartham. Tat shramasya means what? Tasya shramasya. Not Jagrat. Jagrat gone by Vishaya Sukha. Now this Triputi Shrama is there. Me experiencing this Vishaya Sukha born of Mrudu Shaya, etc. We have come to that level. Now Jagrat Vyapara you leave aside. That is no more now here. So, tasya shramasya. What is tasya? Triputi darshana janitasya shramasya. The shrama, the exertion or that discomfort, we can see, need not be just exertion, discomfort also, shrama also you can take as discomfort in this particular case, discomfort or exhaustion also, kheda, etc. we can take. So, what is that? Triputi darshanasya. Triputi darshanasya means triputi kritasya. That which is caused by this triputi. What are those? Experience, and experience. You see, always Bheda means Brahma is that. Abheda itself is Ananda. See, therefore, Samasya Apanutyartham. Apanutyartham means apanodaya means to eliminate it, to remove that. What saha, that jiva, what does it do? Paramatmani dhave. Literally means he runs to Paramatma. Again, don't ask. This fellow doesn't know there is Paramatma and he runs to Paramatma means one's own real nature. So dhavet means it is resolves. In other words, what it means is he resolves those triputis by resolving oneself in Paramatma, one's own real nature. So, yes, Paramatmani means Ananda Rupe Brahmani. In that Ananda Rupa oneself, which itself is Brahma, he may not know. That's different thing. But itself is Ananda Rupa, Brahma, Paramatma. Paramatmani Bhavet. Rashis means, resolves means, he gives up even that triputi and becomes one with Brahma. There's no more division of me, the Jiva, experiencing this particular sukha, is one with the Paramatma, the Brahma, Dhave. Then, Tena Aikyam Prapya. Tena means, Tena Brahmana. Aikyam, Tadatyam Prapya. Having become one with that Brahma. Look, having become one with Brahma, when is it possible? Provided he is same as Brahma. If he were different from Brahma, can he become one as Brahma? No. He may enter Brahma and be there like a bug in Brahma, like bugs entering your stomach. That is not that way. Because he is one with Brahma, but somehow he isolated from Brahma and paraded as samsari jiva. Now all is given up and he has become one with the Brahma. Means one he was one with, that he has discovered. Though of course he doesn't know because ignorance is there, that is different issue. So therefore tena aikyam prapya means tadatmyam prapya. What happens? Svayam tatratyaha brahmanandaha bhave. Himself becomes the Brahmananda. Tatratyaha means tasyam sushuptau sthitaha. The Brahmananda which abides in that deep sleep state. So to this, you can see a Chandogya Shruti also. Tata somya tada sampanno bhavati. Svam apitaha bhavati. That's what is called as Paramatmani bhavet tena aikyam prapya tatratyaha brahmanandaha swayam bhavet. It can be seen in the Shruti Chandogya. It is Sata somya tada sampannaha bhavati. Svam apitaha bhavati. This is by Uddalaka Aruni to his son Shvetaketu. Somya, Shani, then in the deep sleep state tada Sata sampannaha bhavati. Sata with sat sampannaha bhavati. Ekarupaha bhavati. He becomes one with the Sat Sarupa. And this is what is called as Swam apiti iti chapiti. Swam apiti. Swam apiti means Swam, oneself, praptaha bhavati. Gains oneself. So, sleeping means regaining oneself. But the problem is, we don't know what is that. Ignorance is that's why all these efforts to get rid of the ignorance. So, Tatratyah Brahmanandah Swayam Brahmanandah Bhavati. Swayam the thought is, oh, that is, yes, himself becomes the. Okay. Now, this, in this deep state, whatever Ananda is there, which has been arrived at here, is substantiating the same thing with the help of different Shrutis. With the different Shrutis also, it is pointed out that in the deep sleep state, there is Ananda which is Swarupa Bhuta Ananda. Not any Ananda, because there is no Vishayas available. In the deep sleep state, you are experiencing some Vishayas is not possible, so it is Swarupa Bhuta Ananda. So to show this, that it is the one Ananda which is one's own real nature, many Shruti, that means that many Shruti quotations are given in terms of the meaning, not the actual literal quotation, in terms of meaning of different examples, they are now being given. So take the Tika. Asmin upapadite saushupte anande shakunyadayah bhavaha drishtantaha shrutyuktaha vidyante ityaha. Asmin saushupte anande, which is upapadite. This sushupta ananda, ananda of the deep state which has been established. There are shakunyadayah bhavaha drishtanta. There are many illustrations like Shakuni Adaya. Shakuni means bird, etc. That bird example comes in the Shruti. Shakuni means bird. Examples of bird, etc. One by one, there are many examples will be given. Bhavaha Drishtanta. Many Drishtanta illustrations. And what are those? Not imagined by someone. Shrutyuktaha. Shrutya Uktaha. Which have been told by Shruti. Vidyante. Are there. Santi. Iti. Aha means he is supporting what he has established till now, that in the deep sleep state there is the Sukha means not there is Sukha, the very Swarupa of deep sleep state is Sukha, it is Sukha Swarupa. So that is not being, that means substantiated by illustration. Drishtanta Shakuni Shena Kumarascha Mahanrupaha. महाब्राह्मण इत्येते सुप्त्यानन्दे श्रुतिरिताः सुप्त्यानन्दे श्रुतिरिताः शकुनिः सेनः कुमारश्च महानृपः महाब्राह्मणः इति एते दृष्टान्ताः and vidyante or santi. These are the examples that are there found in the with respect to about what? Illustrations about what? Drishtanta about what? Suptyanande. Suptyananda means with respect to the ananda that is available in the deep sleep state. Suptyanande. Shrutiritaha. Shrutya iritaha shrutiritaha, which have been, that means told by Shruti. So, shrutiritaha drishtantaha santi. Illustrations are there. So, ke drishtantaha, which drishtantas? Namely, what are those? Shakunihi. Shakuni means pakshi. Pakshi means bird. A bird. Of course, it will be clear because it just enumerating the examples, and afterwards one by one he is elaborating those illustrations. Okay, just name the example of the bird. Shakuni Drishtanta. Shena Drishta. Shenaha. Shenaha means a hawk or falcon, a particular bird. Hawk variety. So Shenaha means example of that hawk. It is also a bird only. This example is different from the earlier Shakuni bird example. Kumaraha. Kumaraha, a tender child, a suckling, an infant. So who doesn't do anything means the reflexes are not very clear, not at all clear. The fellow doesn't accept drinking the milk and sleeping. just a newly born child. Kumaraha, Mahanrupaha, not just a king, emperor. So he is the emperor, an emperor, not Kota king, Bada king. Okay, and Mahanrupaha, Mahabrahmanaha, great Brahmana. Who is that great Brahmana? Long beard. What do you mean? Brahmana who is the Jnani Jivan Mukta. Not ordinary Brahmana. He is a Brahmana. At the same time, not नाम के वास्ते ब्राह्मण, not only namesake Brahmana. He is Jnani, Jivan Mukta, Atmajnani, Brahmajnani. So therefore, such a Mahabrahmana. Iti iti. These Drishtantaha, illustrations, Santi, Vidyante are there, which I am going to elaborate. That's what we mean. Okay. First example is that of Shakuni from Chandogya. The context is like this. See, a hunter has caught a bird and he has tied the, let us say, the leg of the bird with a string. One end, the other end of the string he has tied either to his hand or to a peg or a post. This is the context. Do you know what does the bird do? It flies off in all directions. What for? To get released. But it's tied firmly there. So it flies, and flying here and there, finally it gets tired, exhausted, and comes back and rests where? Either on the hand of the hunter or at the post, wherever it is. Like that. This guy, who is this bird now? Jiva. Jiva, in the waking state, runs here and there. For what? To get this and that. Get the blows. Get tired. And then what? Finding no resort anywhere. Prana bandhanaha. Comes back where? Atma, Paramatma. Lies down. This is the example of the, I will say, the city quotation is interesting. In your tika it is there. So yatha Shakunihi सूत्रेण प्रबद्धः दिशं दिशं पतित्वा अन्यत्र आयतनम् अलब्ध्वा बन्धनम् एव उपाश्रयते. एवम् एव खलु सौम्य तन्मनो दिशं दिशं पतित्वा अन्यत्र आयतनम् अलब्ध्वा प्राणम् एव उपाश्रयते. You should know how to read also, okay? If you know how to read, at least 25% of understanding can be there, even if little vague understanding. Bombay, they say, Swamiji, when you read Bhasha, it is clear. But when I take to read Bhasha, nothing happens. Many students told that. When you read it, is very clear. Because you should know. You should know that means that grip over the language must be when it is well. And you can make out from the reading also whether the fellow is knows the language properly or not. Punctuation, this, that, etc. will go in haywire. If the fellow doesn't know, that is a good thing. He is getting more and more accustomed with the language. Have a grip over it. And you see this, for this bhashya, study of bhashya, tika, etc. You have a good grip over the language beside other things. Okay. So, saha yatha shakunihi. Saha means sa drishtanta. That drishtanta. What is the drishtanta? Yatha shakunihi, like a bird. See? Sutrena prabadha, which is tied up by a string. By whom? By the hunter. By the hunter, which the bird has been tied up by a string. It is like this. But you can take anyway. Either that has been tied and again tied to his hand or some to a post. Then, what does it do? Disham disham patitva. So, flying to get released in different quarters. So having flown in different quarters to get released. What happens? Anyatra ayatanam alabdhva. Anyatra means at other place. Other place then what? Bandhanat anyatra. Then the place where it is tied. Because it can't be totally free because the limited freedom is there to fly around within the radius of the thing. Like the cows are tied in a pasture land, etc. So to a post or to a tree. It has got limited freedom within the circle with the string as the radius. Like that, see, without anyatra, other than this bandhana, place of bandhana, the tying up, ayatanam alabdhva. Ayatanam is ashrayam, a place to take rest or to get freed from. Without getting there, what does it do? Bandhanam eva upashrayate. It takes resort to the bandhana only, the place where it is tied, because there is no other alternative available to this pakshi, the bird. Evam eva khalu, indeed. Sami. Tan manaha. What is meant by tan manaha is manopadhi lakshitaha jivaha. I am just taking Shruti because the stanza will be very clear. The jiva who is conditioned by the upadhi of the mind means manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha. So, jivaha disham patitva. In the case of bird, having flown in different directions, okay. The jiva also flies in different directions. What is meant by disham patitva means, see, undergoing different types of experiences of sukha, dukkha in the waking and dream also. Not mere waking state, in the dream also. Therefore, sukha dukkhadi lakshanam jagrat sapnayoho patitva gatva anubhuya. So, having experienced the different types of experience of joy and sorrow in the waking and dream, that is parallel to the flying of the bird in the different directions in the case of the jiva. Okay. And what happens? Anyatra ayatanam alabdha. Just like the bird, without finding any resort. Where anyatra? Sadakhyat svatmanaha anyatra. Other than the Atma which is Sat-Sarupa. Without finding any resort. What does it do? Alabdhva, without getting that. Pranam eva upashrayati. He takes resort in prana. Prana here is not vital there. Prana is sat. Pranasya prana. That is the particular word used in the particular state. Pranam eva, because that is said in Brihad Sandhogya also. Prana bandhanam hi somya manaha. That is, the individual is dependent on prana means sat. He takes resort in sat, which is his own real. This is the example of the Shakuni, the bird. That has been the meaning of that is given in the stanza.